All right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We have another show match going today. So far it looks like we're going to be between Nameless and the Mohawk. Some of you might recognize the Mohawk. He streams fairly often in the group. I'm not 100% sure if
Oh,
Nameless does, but Nameless, do you stream?
I do not. I do. I'm rocking a Ryzen Walmart laptop. I got back into playing Starcraft. Its graphic card is decent, but it's got 3.6 gigahertz, so I don't get stuck on loading screens. So we'll do that.
Okay, no streaming off the potato. All right, Mo, and I see you streaming on the group fairly often. Stopped by a few
Oh,
times.
thanks, man. Thanks for dropping by. I mean, I try to keep it up. I mean, since I started playing seriously since October last year, I kind of figured, you know how some people they post up their workouts and whatever whatnot just to tell people like, hey, look at me, I'm fit. I pretty much do the same thing.
I feel personally attacked by that, Mo.
Oh no, I did not mean it
That's
that
all, dude. It's all right, man. It's all right.
I just
No,
post pictures of myself to show that I look like Gumby.
no, I figured you just got the platinum. You know, I started watching you streaming as I started playing StarCraft again. I took 5 years off, and I think I want to test these hands against you, Mo.
Oh dang, man! You know,
Dang.
I also want to test myself out, man. You know, let's just
How's
put it
your-
this way: I was pleasantly surprised by your challenge, and I read it about 4 or 5 hours ago, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Challenge accepted.
I'm looking at your race report right now. Is Protosh? Oh, you got 38%. Like if you're no, okay, I'm just saying, dude. If you were Terran, dude, I'd be fucking shaking in my boots right now. I think my Terran is like, I think my Terran is like 32%. Let me check.
But
this.
unfortunately, I'm not. So you know, I'm playing. That's what I'm pretty interested to see, because I like any opportunity to test out my mantle, and this is one of those opportunities to test out my mantle.
Hey Mo. What is your veto map, my dude? I vetoed Golden Wall.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go with that veto. Ooh. Purity. I'll veto purity.
Purity and Industry?
Right.
Yep.
And we're gonna
purity
leave
and
it-
industry.
We're gonna leave it in his hands to just pick our maps for us. Are you okay with that? Just at random. There's no preset.
Are you good with that? I'm going to choose the first map at random.
Do we have an agreement?
Mo?
Sorry. What was it? What was the map that you vetoed?
I vetoed Golden Wall and you vetoed Purity, which was actually Purity was my second one I was gonna veto, so it works out good.
Oh, okay.
He's,
All right.
he's gonna pick maps at random. Are you cool with that?
Oh yeah, I'm 100%
Okay,
cool.
he's
Sorry,
cool
I
with it.
didn't
Let's
catch
get
that.
it
But
done.
yeah, caught it
Yeah,
up. I think I have
you
my
good.
music on way too loud.
No, you're all right. Let's get it, boys.
All right. We're going to choose the first map at random, and it is going to be Nightshade.
Ooh, Nightshade.
No, hey, just bet I'm be looking for the Nightshade Dark Templar. Don't be trying to get tricky on me, boy.
Oh,
Nightshade
you have been
Elite.
watching my stream. I'm both flattered, honored, and scared at the same time.
Oh,
It's
no.
like one of those weird moments where you're just like, you watch me. Wait, you watch me?
That's not a good thing right now. No.
Hey, yo, Mo, at least you use Warpgate now, my dude. No offense, I'm not hating. At least you use Warpgate. Dude, if I would have found out where you lived, I would have came and smacked the shit out of you.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah, it
In a
took me a while
friendly way, in a friendly way.
warm up to Warpgate. Because, I mean, long story short, I'm used to Brood War. I mean, I grew up with, I'm sure we all did.
I get
Yeah,
why
so-
you did it though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Production, like early game especially, like not having Warpgate can be beneficial because you don't forget the warp. You know.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna go the BM yellow. You're gonna see me on the map. And
Oh,
my
I love it.
handicap's 150%.
I hope to
I'm-
see some
I'm
proxies, some cannon rushes, just all around fuckery. Let it happen, boys. Let's bring it.
This is the first time I heard somebody who wants to see that.
Listen,
Oh, yeah. Bring the
I-
fuckery.
I made Mohawk a promise earlier to good luck, have fun, and I promised I would not 12 or 14 pull him, and I'm gonna honor it. But if I catch you up some cheeky shit, bet I'm gonna 12 pull you. So don't be trying to slide past his hands because you catch him.
So this is like one of those situations where it's like mutually assured destruction. Use the atom bomb, I atom bomb you too.
Dwayne, I see you there in the chat, buddy. I got high hopes for you too, man. I hope to see some pretty salty chat there on the side.
I
Keep
am
going,
ready.
guys. Sorry to interrupt.
Wait, is this like one of those trash talk moments where like
No.
before a fight you're like well I can do it. I'm the best in the world, man.
Bro, I'm your neighbor, and I got that extra sugar you've been looking for. All right.
Mo, he's been talking a substantial amount of shit before you even got in here, just to be clear.
Listen, I am a honorable gentleman of class, okay?
All
I'm just going to bring you
right.
some sugar, and if you happen to be diabetic and die from it, we'll get it.
All right, boys. Well, I'm going to mute both of you in the Blizzard voice comms, but I don't want us to leave because I want to come back here so we can talk more shit over these comms after the
We're
game.
going to let you do your casting.
All right, so I'm going to mute you
Just
both.
exit the comms and
No,
go
no,
at
no,
it.
don't exit it. Just mute it. Just mute
Yeah,
both our voices there.
I'm going to do the same. Peace, guys.
If you want me to show you where to do it, I can bring it over into the stream if you want.
Actually, hey, hold on. I'm not going to say anybody's untrustworthy. I think you should leave, Master, because if one of us unmutes you, we'd be able to hear the stream.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, I can just mute my mic.
Okay, true. Let's do that.
All right, I'm muting
my mic open.
I'm muting myself right now.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. We are loaded up. It looks like Nightshade's going to be the first map. I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen right now. I don't really know too much about him. All I know here is Mohawk, for the most part, from his streams in the channel. So we're going to see some shit go down. Here we go, boys. Let's see if we're ready. I'm also drinking some beer, so if you hear me burp and you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Because it's fucking go time. Let's go! Alright, Nightshade. Nightshade's a decent map. I mean, there's a lot of dead space, so Liberators can kind of abuse it a little bit. But we're going to see how it goes here. Loading up into Nightshade. Dear God, Tempo Jesus. You know what? I know Tempo Jesus. Where do I know him from? You either watched the last stream that we did, or you were part of it, but I'm not 100% sure either way. Anyway, welcome back to the stream. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, but I hope it's cheesy as hell. We'll see. We got the Mohawk as Protoss, and we have Nameless loading up as the Yellow Zerg. And true to form, the potato computers are slowly fucking winding up here. Let's see if we can actually load up into this match. Oh, good lord. Okay, we made it. So we have, spawning in here at the bottom right, we have the Yellow Zerg at 3.6 gigahertz, Nameless. All right. Up here at the top left, the epic, the stream-worthy. This is the green Protoss, the Mohawk. I can't do any fancy casting stuff, so it's just going to look ridiculous. All right, so we have the first pylon coming in on the low ground. Right off the bat, we have our first gateway. It looks like we're not going to see any cannon rush, which is always an opportune strategy for myself. Whenever I see Zerg pop up on the 1v1 screen, we know there's going to be a cannon rush, boys, and it's going to be salty. So far, we just have a couple of overlords coming across the map. We have pool coming. Looks like it's our typical hatch gas pool. Still waiting for that pool. And there it is. We got our pool. We got our typical hatch gas pool. Coming out of Mohawk, we have a 2-gate right off the start. Coming in at the low ground, which is going to be pretty susceptible to Lings until he gets out his first adept. Oh, it's a full wall? Is that a full wall? Can anybody confirm? Oh, ends and deletes. Is this like an Alt F4 trick, Tempo? Let's see here. Whoa! All right, look at me go now. Now they won't be able to stop me. Look at this little guy. What are you doing there, little feller? Let's use our trick. What's going on down here? Looks like we just have a full wall for sure. We got 2 gas. So far he's only got 2 probes in that top right gas. We have our Overlord moving into position here. He's going to be able to spot everything coming out of those gates. And it looks like we have double Adept, which is pretty strong. I've always been a fan myself. We got a couple of Zergs, a couple of Lings coming out. Let's get that production tab open. Thank you very much, by the way, Tempo Jesus. So far we have speed on the way, 2 Queens, and 2 more Lings. Looks like we have 4 Lings coming across the map currently and 2 in production. This is going to be a nice little bit of pressure on this first Adept. Ooh. 1 Adept? Not a big fan of that. I mean, 5 Lings are going to be able to kill that Adept. I'm pretty damn sure. Especially with the Queen help. For those of you who don't know, who might be in the lower leagues, 1 Adept sucks. And for the simple fact that you have to 2-hit every drone to kill it. So are you maybe going to get 2 drones here? Oh, wow. The late reaction from Nameless. He is pulling the drones. And so far, I mean, it looks like he's going to get out of there. As long as speed doesn't kick in. But speed's not very far away. So it looks like he got 2 drones. I wasn't keeping too close a track because he pulled the drones. But that's why we really don't want just 1 Adept. 2 Adepts are going to do a ton more damage. Not only that, they're possibly going to be able to kill all the Lings if they fit inside of this little niche right here. And they could just straight up kill all the Lings. Either that or focus fire drones. And if that's the case, you're going to get 6, maybe 7 drones, considering how late that drone pull was. And the fact that he attacked with the drones after he pulled them. 2 players here, both platinum, so we can't give them too much shit. They're both doing pretty well here. I'm surprised Nameless didn't go with a just giant Ling all in right off the bat. That's typically what I see in this rank. We have the evolution chamber coming down, and we have 6 roaches in production. I completely missed the roach warren. We got a spine up here in the main. That's just for all these Adepts coming in. So far, we have 5 coming across the map, and we're going to see what kind of damage we can get done with them. So far, only 1 worker killed. And with all these roaches, I just can't see too much more getting done here. The focus fire is not great. Oh, the roaches. This is just not going to get anything done at all. Oh, and the recall, burning the energy for 1 Adept. That is a pretty big fuck up there, fellas. Oh, man, that hurts. Saving 1 Adept and you're burning the 50 energy there. That's a rough transition. Now we have the slow roaches just kind of moving across the map. I'm wondering if Tempo Jesus, hey buddy, can you give me one more assist here? How do we lock on a single unit and follow it? I'm pretty terrible at this, but I enjoy it so much I just do it anyway. I'm pretty sure nobody's tuning in to see the quality of this stream. Alright, it looks like we're going to drive these roaches back for now. I mean, he's going to kill that zealot. But if we get those... Oh, no. Okay, so, again, this is a full wall off. So they're probably going to kill this Archon. I don't know why these roaches are turning back. He's easily going to kill this Archon. And then he can just sit there and well on the Cybercore. He doesn't actually have to engage this. For some reason, he actually engages the army right now. He can reach the Cybercore. He's morphing the 5 Ravagers right now, so that's going to be a hellacious shitstorm raining down upon these 4 measly units. Right now we have 2 Stalkers and 2 Adepts. This looks like a rough hold here, boys. I just don't see this happening. We have 2 more Stalkers warped into the main. Oh, and the Biles are hitting that Adept. This looks like GG here. I don't see any way he holds this. Oh, the Nameless just coming in, just doing a tiny bit of damage. After he threw away those initial 5 Adepts, he only saved the 1, and now we're just... Oh, we have the High Templar. He's just going to derp right into those Ravagers and do a fuck all. We got some slow Zealots pushing in to attack these Ravagers. We have 2 gates unpowered. We got 3 in the main that are warping in units right now as we speak. Warping in more Zealots. A tiny bit of micro would have easily wrecked those Zealots, but instead we have slow lots getting on top of the Ravagers, and he's going to be able to re-wall. He's going to kill this gateway, but now it looks like these slow Zealots are probably easily going to get on top of these Roaches if he doesn't micro them back as well. He's doing a little bit of micro, but in this elo, the micro is just not great. Oh, I do like that micro. That's pretty good. And we have the 3 DTs. We do not have an Overseer here. In the main, we do not have the... Oh, no. We got Lair, but he's just not morphing it in. We're going to have to do something here because this is just... Oh, this is just rough. We got the DTs pushing everything back, and I'm just not sure if this is actually going to accomplish what we're trying to do here. I'm going to go ahead and mute this music, or else it's going to put me on the copyright infringement. So we're not going to have any music. We're just going to have straight up Starcraft going here for us. I don't even know what the music in game is set at right now. But what I can tell you is we have 3 DTs. However, we have Spores in the natural, Spores in the 3rd, and probably going to have Spores in the 4th here pretty soon. We already have 2 Overseers as well, so these DTs are not going to get much more done, but they were crucial in pushing back that initial pressure coming out of those, coming out of the Roaches, Lings, and the Ravagers that we had hitting the natural. They were breaking down the wall. Without those DTs, we were going to have a rough day. And the problem is he had the Overseer, at least he had the Overlord and the Lair, so he could have morphed in an Overseer on this high ground section here. Don't know how I feel about the static defense, but I suppose with the Lings could be coming across after this. It's a shame that we don't have Ling speed so far. What do we have in production? Sorry, Roach speed. Okay, well, so far, okay, there we go. Let's see what these Roaches can get done. I would have liked to see those DTs just get morphed into an Archon, but instead, we're just going to lose the 3rd straight off. So far, the Zerg's going up to 5 bases, looks like 6 soon. We just have a ton of production, a ton of economy. We're looking at 61 drones for Nameless. This is just looking like an ass kicking so far. I mean, now to be fair, Mo is Platinum 3 and Nameless is Platinum 1, and that is a huge difference in skill level. But hey, that's what we're here for. The shitty show matches with the terrible casting. If you don't like it, I still love you. And this Zerg army is just going to shit all over the Protoss. Depowers 3 of the warp gates. We got slow lots coming in, and again, we already got a couple of Hydralisks mixed into this, and this is over. We're going to see GG right away. Well, where's our Overseers? Warp 2 DT in. He's got the gas. We have no Overseers. 0 Overseers. We are not seeing the F1 hotkey. He could... Okay, well... I mean, he can kill the Dark Shrine, but we still don't have any Overseers coming in. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Overseers! Overseers! Bring them! We have no detection for Nameless. He talked a considerable amount of shit before the game started, and now we are seeing the no Overseer derp derp as this poor pathetic Zerg army marches back across the map rather than sending in 3 more Overseers. There he is, morphing again, the Overseers. Let's see what we have. So he must have killed the Overseers right off the bat. Now we have these 2 DTs just dead. Which he should have known that he was going to warp him in, or that he was going to morph him in across the map, and just kept those DTs at home, maybe to turn them into some Archons and maybe have a chance of doing something here. But this is just absolutely... I mean... I feel like we're just delaying the inevitable at this point. I mean, look at the supply. Look at the supply. This game is over, boys. It was a valiant hold, Mo. You brought in the DTs, and I appreciate that. I respect that. But we're going to need to see a GG here pretty damn quick, boys. I just don't know why he's only bringing in just the Lings. Is he fucking with him? He might just be fucking with him at this point. Because he's got this whole army here doing literally nothing. Finally, speed kicks in for the lots. We got the charge lots now. And the Lings are going to be able to kill the charge lots just on their own. So now we have one Archon against the entire storm that is the Zerg mid-game. Hydras, Ravagers, Roaches. I mean, this is over. It's kind of a late GG here. Are we going to see every building destroyed before we see the GG? Is one charge lot really going to fend off this Zerg army? Mo with the BM here. He says, fuck your GG. Suzuki, Toyota, Akamoto, this is my dojo. Go fuck yourself. GG. Beautiful. The first game goes to Nameless via landslide. He smashed him right off the start. Immediately, Mohawk sends in 5 adepts. He sends in the first adept. It gets out. Then he sends back in the 5 adepts. The 5 adepts don't target anything and just sit there and fight the army. So
you pick next map, yeah? That's normally how that goes.
give me 1 second. Let me jump back in here. Hey guys, I'm just kind of narrating what happened. What, in your opinion, happened there, Mohawk?
Well, basically, let's put it this way: my first adept strike wasn't as successful as I was hoping it would be. You know, so I didn't take as many probes as I expected.
I gotcha.
Definitely still had the resources to build that big. I was basically trying to ruin his economy before he can get roaches, and he got roaches. I was like, oh, dang.
I want to peep in and tell you what I think you could have did better to beat me. You waited too long to take that third, my dude. You did.
It took too long to what?
Let me jump in here, boys.
It took too long to take your third.
I'm going to go ahead and jump in here for just a second. Listen here, Mr. No Overseer. So
I told him he wasn't going to get me with that too, and he fucking got me.
The first, I would say the most glaring mistake right off the bat for Mohawk was the complete wall-in. If you're already going to make the Adept and leave it at home anyway, you might as well make a Zealot first before your Cyber Core is done, put it in the wall and hold position, and send both Adepts across the map. That way you can focus fire down drones with one volley of the Adepts. So that was your first thing that I saw that I think was kind of a glaring mistake. The second thing is, once you shade in like 4 or 5 Adepts, you want them to be right behind the minerals. They were back a little bit too far so that they were able to get surrounded by Lings and Roaches. If you shade them in right on top of the drones or right behind the mineral line, you'll be able to focus fire drones and just, if those things are going to die anyway, which at that point you already know they are, you just want to waste them focus firing down as many drones as you can, and don't waste the recall or the 50 energy on 2 or 3 Adepts. But
You speak.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I just said you speak truth.
I mean, I feel like I'm coming off
Sounds
preachy
pretty
here,
right, 'cause
but
that was one of the challenges I had. I was like, dang, I walled this off because, not to say that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. When you said you were going to be like,
Listen,
you know.
I'm not cheesy. I'll poke at you with some pressure, and if I feel that there's a crack in your foundation, I will take it.
well, I agree with that. But I don't think the crack's going to show up with one Zealot in the wall. I think he's really going to have to go to town to kill that single Zealot in the wall. And if you send both Adepts across the map, you're going to be able to do enough economic damage that he won't be able to come out with the Baneling Nest right away. He's going to have to take a few minutes to get up to that tech.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, but great game. GG's epic hold. The DT hold. Oh my god. And the no overseers. He made the lair, but there was no overseers. Even with the secondary attack after he sent in the Lings, I'm watching the Hydras and the Roaches come back in, and I'm like, where's the fucking overseer?
they fly so fucking fast. They just fly in there and kill themselves. I'm like, okay, OV speed's great, but when you need you for detection, I need to put it on one of my units and not in my hotkey.
Okay,
I don't use
guys.
that- Go ahead.
Sorry about that. So we have a couple of guys in the chat. Tempo Jesus wants to talk to the players. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's Dwayne. Dwayne, what do you got to say, man? Go ahead and put your feels in the chat. I'll let you keep going if you don't mind. If you guys want to keep talking, I'm going to go grab another beer because I am an
Here, I'm
alcoholic
here.
piece of shit. I'll be right back, but keep talking. I got my headset on.
You said Wayne's in the chat. You mean our Starcraft chat?
No, he's in the Twitch chat. He said,
Okay,
"Can we
I-
talk
I
to the
will.
players?"
I ain't cheating,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
motherfuckers. Well, I'm gonna go look at Twitch chat here. Do you want me to send you the link for that? No, I just sent you the link. So if you need
Yeah,
a
sure,
quick fix,
sure.
yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah, and don't think of me as a dick. Try to get that third faster, dude. Like Protoss, and even every game Protoss, like you gain so much capability off of that third base. And if I'm not mistaken, you had like 4, maybe 5. Well, I think 5's okay. I don't play Protoss a lot, but did you have 4 gateways on 2 bases?
Yeah, I had about like around there. Around there.
Somebody can correct me, but I believe if you're going for like, now you went like Mortal Warcraft, so I believe if you're going like gateway with like a robo, you can support 6 gateways in a robo, I believe, and still have enough that you squeeze an upgrade or 2 in. I might be wrong. But
Yeah.
like,
No, I see what he did, and I see why he did it, and I kind of agree with that. That's a similar style to I play. I kind of have a late third usually, and the goal is that those adepts got to hit, and they got to hit hard. And if they do, then your third's really not going to be all that late, provided you're able to jump right into that. I definitely see where he's going with it. Um, yeah, I don't think the third was all that. I mean, it was a little late, but not ridiculous when you consider everything else that happened. I'm going to say the main thing is if you're going to throw away those adepts, focus drones, and you'll be way, way better off. But
badass.
anyway, you guys ready to jump into the next map here? I'm sorry to rush
Oh yeah,
y'all.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to choose one, right? I think I'll go with
Oh.
Eternal Empire.
I was going to
Somebody
choose it
like
at
that.
random, but if you guys want...
Oh yeah, no, you know what?
well,
Go for it.
well, hold
Random
on,
is
hold on.
good. Random is good.
Okay, if he says it's good, I gave him the option after the game.
Oh,
but
my bad.
I thought it polite. No, but you're good.
No,
If you want
no,
to do
no.
random, it
Random is
doesn't
good, man. You know, let chance decide your fate.
matter. Pick Eternal Empire.
I actually was going to pick up Everdream.
Let's do it.
How do y'all feel about that?
I'm good.
All right, guys. I got my cam back up. I got another beer. Let's load this up. Hey, how about that APM, though? Honestly,
Yo,
you
listen,
guys want to hear
listen.
something really fucked up?
Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
My APM is Protoss. Hovers around 70. In
What was
Diamond.
my APM? I didn't keep track.
116. I'm Diamond
Now,
2, by the way.
Hear me out on mine. I've tried off racing with Protoss. APM sits about 120, 130. I've tried off racing with Terran. Not long. But dude, Zerg is the only race I can play simply because I'm one of those people, if I constantly have something to do, I don't lose my places. If I have dead time, I lose my place.
I get it,
In
man.
Zerg, spread creep, upgrade this, make drones for that, yada yada. It works out for me.
Yeah, I
You know,
just play...
I
I'm
have
sorry,
the
go ahead.
exact same thing, but I fill it in with other fillers. I don't know how to describe it.
All right, guys. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What, Mohawk? No, I'm not saying anything important. Continue your stream. I'm good.
No, you're good,
I'm
man.
muting you guys now.
All right, I'm about to mute this group chat as well. So we're going to go to in-game now. All right. Let's see if we're all ready. Looks like Mohawk is ready. All right, we are ready to go. Nameless. All right, we're loading up here into Everdream. This is game 2. So far, Nameless took game number 1. We're loading up into the second, and we're going to see who's going to take it between the Mohawk and Nameless. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Good luck. Have fun, boys. Wait, I forgot. There's going to be 45 minutes here while we wait for one of their 2 potatoes to fucking load the game up. 3.6 gigahertz, I think Nameless said. 3.6 gigawatts. Gigawatts. Forgive my shitty Back to the Future references. But I'd like to go back to the future of last game and probably this series. We saw the DTs coming in. Another issue I forgot to mention to our buddy here was if he would have saved those DTs instead of throwing them across the map, he could have had probably 3 Archons out of those 6 DTs and probably could have done a lot better to hold those pushes. Alright, so spawning in here in the bottom left, we have the Teal Zerg, the Nameless. Oh, look at those pro moves. Thanks again, Tivo Jesus. Oh, look at that. They're friends. Where's the BM? I want to see the anger, the hatred, the fuckery. Alright, so spawning in here in the top, as the red Protoss, we have the Mohawk. I don't even think he has a Mohawk, but fuck it anyway. Here we go, opening up right away with the gate on the low ground. We're going to see what happens here. We got to hatch first, so nothing crazy. Oh, wait a minute. He caught my reference. Is he watching the stream? I mean, what's going on here? Just saying. I'm in a Star Wars reference. He pops out with, "You feel my anger." Wow, that's funny. I guess nerds think alike, or he's stream sniping. If he's stream sniping, it sure as fuck didn't help last game. Here we are. Oh, man. Looks like we have 2 gates already. We have another full wall in. We'll try to give him a little piece of advice, and I tried to advise against the full wall, and we can just jam a zealot in that bitch, and we're good to go. I'm not 100% sure if this is a full wall in, but it sure as fuck looks like it to me. That's definitely a full wall in. So he's going to be able to get his natural very easily, but we don't even have any aggression coming across the map. Let's take a look at the production tab. So far we have Ling Speed coming up and 2 Queens. There's not going to be a whole lot of aggression. We got just 2 Lings? 4 now? He's going to poke away a little bit, but unless we get some Adepts out pretty soon, they're actually going to get some free damage off this. Let's see if he's got any... Okay, so he's got a little bit... He's got a little bit of Chrono Boost, but man, I'd hate to waste it over just a couple of Adepts. It looks like the Lings are doing fuck all anyway. They don't know where the fuck they're going. What do we have going down? We have our 3rd gateway coming down for our Protoss, the Mohawk. On top of that, we have the Twilight Council, and these Lings are just going to start fucking pounding away. And there's no way we're going to get any Adepts out in time to stop these Lings. This is done. The Lings are going to breach this wall. Unless he re-walls here and here behind it, this is it. We're going to have Lings inside, and they're just going to cause all kinds of fuckery once they get inside of the main. And believe me, they are getting inside of the main. So we have the first Zealot coming out. That Zealot's not going to be able to chase these Lings down worth a fuck. Maybe he can stand there. It looks like we re-wall off at that gateway. Oh my god, the Nameless blowing a fucking golden opportunity. We have the drone, I'm sorry, we have the probes pulled. The Proby boys coming off the line to try and defend this natural, but wow, that was rough to say the least. We have the Baneley nest coming down because he knows having to pull those probes right now, he's going to be lone, or he's going to be a little bit low on income. Once this Baneley nest hits, I mean, he's going to just blow right through the Cyber Core. If it was me, I'm going right through the Cyber Core. That stops Adepts and Stalkers. What do we have going down? Oh, we have another Dark Shrine going down. Beautiful. Let's see that layer tech. And it's coming pretty quick. It's going to be perfect timing. But we better see him actually morph in an Overseer. Is he going to do it? Where's the Overseer? Bring me the Overseer. I don't think this is going to do fuck all. Even though I completely missed it. He is stream sniping. Mo is stream sniping. I'm calling it right now, boys. For one, he picked up the Star Wars reference. And for two, he knew that I completely missed this proxy. Oh my gosh, the War Prism. Is Mo stream sniping? That's the question, boys. It looks like it doesn't matter anyway. But he did get this out. I mean, what's he going to warp in? 4 DTs? If he jumps on top of that spore, we're going to have a good time. Oh, and the spore is done. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Just kill that spore. On top of that, we don't have anything in production. These DTs are just going to go to town. And there's our Overseer. Oh, I wish we would have seen some hot pickups with the War Prism instead of this fucking derp city bitch. Just literally nothing. Go back in. You already killed the spore. Just be ready with the hot pickups whenever he comes in with the Overseer, and you're going to be good to go. What do we have at home so far? We have the Overlord scouting. Should good scout timing. Should have happened probably about 2 minutes ago, but I'm still fucking terrible at this game too, so I get it. I'm right there with you. Oh my god. Here we have another DT with no focus fire at all. His APM is getting completely used up on the micro, warping in another DT, only to fall immediately and run into the spore with the Warp Prism and completely shit the bed, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to the stream, Mo, I appreciate the fucking BM stream snipe, bud. I'm right there with you. Let's do this. However, it looks like you're about to get completely fucking smashed by this Zerg army. We don't have any Banelings yet, but they ought to be coming soon. So far, we have 1-1 coming out. Melee. Oh my gosh, we have the Roach Speed. That's what that is. It's been a while since I've played Zerg. But we have Roach Speed coming up along with +1 missile and +1 Carapace. Carapace? Carapace? I don't know how the fuck you want to say it. Anyway, I always call it Carapace. We have a couple of more Zealots in here. We have another DT. We have an Archon merging right now. Man, I wish you would have just morphed those Banelings in and hit immediately, because this Archon's going to absorb just a fuck ton of Baneling hits. Oh, and away we go. We're off to the fucking races, boys. Looks like we're going to breach the natural again. The second was just... I mean, the third was just impossible to take. He just had no army. It was cheeky with the robo across the map, but it just wasn't enough. It got scouted out pretty fucking quick. And after that, we just have roaches in the main. Now, I think we have enough to defend here. With that Immortal out, now we have the big boy pants on, and he's going to be able to push these roaches back. These roaches are going to do fucking nothing against this Immortal. Here we go. 2 kills, 3 kills. Let's fucking go. Now we have some more roaches streaming across the map. I wish we would have had a couple of lings. Instead, this is going to be a great hold. He just fucked off here in the corner with the Banelings that did absolutely nothing. Now we have slow Zealots again on top of these roaches. 1 ling comes across here. Oh man, this is actually looking really good for our Protoss if he was just to go across the map. Looks like we have fucking absolutely nothing for our Zerg. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing but just some little bit of lings in production now. We got 20 lings out on the map. I mean, I think this army shits all over what Zerg has to throw up against it right now. But he just wants to get up his third, take his time, and just lose in the late game like everybody else does to Zerg. Can you tell I'm a fucking salty Protoss? Well, I am a salty bitch. Go fuck yourselves. Zerg OP, till the day I die. Starcraft 2 forever. So we have a couple more Banelings coming out now. Do we have the Baneling speed? Bailing Speed is researching right now. Let's check the production tab. We have the Spire. It's going to be finishing up very soon. On top of that, we have +2 missile weapons, and we have centrifugal hooks, again, for the Banelings. So they're going to be rolling in and having a fucking good time because we have a ton of Zealots and Adepts, and Banelings are going to shit all over Adepts and Zealots, provided they don't get just completely shut down by these two Archons. I don't think we're going to see that, especially with the Speed Zealots. Now we have Zealot legs already researched. The charge lots are coming in. They're going to right away attack a Spore and some Roaches and some Lings down here. Completely split up. Oh boy, we have the Mutas. They need to go across the map and start doing damage right away and not trying to attack these Archons or they're going to have a bad fucking time. Looks like so far the Banelings have killed most of the Zealots and the Adepts. We have 2 Adepts and a Zealot so far. The Archon actually gets magic boxed by the Mutas. Oh my good lord, this is fucked. So far we have the 2 Overseers there standing next to the Mutas, staring at each other just with pure delight on their faces. I would have loved to see those 2 Mutas come across the map and just completely wreck this fucking probe line on both sides. So far, the income advantage is actually, it's pretty even, which is a shocker when you consider everything. But we're actually at 59 drones to 49 Proby boys. I'm really surprised with that. With how many bases we see here, we're on 5 base. I would have thought we would have seen a lot more income coming out of our Teal Zerg Nameless. But so far, it's pretty even, surprisingly. I mean, of course, the drone advantage is substantially in the Nameless's favor, and we're seeing these Mutas come across the map now. Right now, we have 1 Phoenix coming out, but it ain't going to be nearly enough. We do, however, have a couple of photon cannons, and with 0 micro, that Phoenix just gets completely shut down. So he's going to do a little bit of micro here, pick on these probes. He's going to try and depower these warp gates here, but I mean, I don't really know what he can do with these Mutas. So far, we have 14 Mutas, which is a pretty decent number, but they're not only going to have to kill these photon cannons, they're going to have to kill all... they're not going to have to kill all the Stalkers, but we're going to see a little fuckery going here, but after this, it's going to get me just completely shut down by the Stalkers in this Phoenix production that he can get out just a little bit at a time. Yeah, you don't want to turn around and fight that, bud. You want to wait till that Phoenix is a little bit... There you go, over dead space. Now turn around and fight that Phoenix. However, there was no pursuit out of the Mohawk, so now we're going to see him take his 3rd and now 4th coming down. So we are 5 base Zerg to a 4 base Protoss once this gets up and running. So far, let's take a look at the worker count. We have 47 Proby boys to 63 workers. I'm seeing this come across the map now. We have this attack coming, and I don't know what the fuck it's going to accomplish here because we have a pretty decent army. I would have liked to see a couple more Archons thrown in there. He already has the DT tech. You might as well throw in those Archons just to absorb a little bit of damage and really shit all over those Mutas. Instead, we see one evolution chamber going down, and then again we're going to see these... Yeah, Mo's army is just going to completely get swallowed up by this Zerg, just massive Zerg army. The Mutas are focusing down the Zealots. Zealots are trying to attack Roaches. We see some Vials going down, but completely missing these Stalkers here. I just don't understand what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen here. Sorry, I had to take a look at my phone, see what my girlfriend has to say. Alright, let's take a look at this actual army size. I mean, the army supply. Look at the supply already. Look at this supply. The supply is hugely in the Nameless's favor. And instead of just going straight into production and just mollywopping his fucking bitch-ass Protoss army, because let's be real, there's fucking nothing there. There's an Archon, an Immortal, and fuck all else. We got some Banelings warping in, but Ah, morphing in. Jesus, I'm terrible at this. Does he even need them? I don't think he does. I think if he just went in with the Lings and then Biles down. And the army, after he gets to surround, this is pretty much over. I mean, we're going to see GG shortly here. I don't think there's any amount of micro out of this one Colossus that's already fucking dead that can win this. Oh, sad day, boys. Oh, the Proby boys. Oh, my Proby boys. I hate to see that. I also hate to see Biles actually hitting a Phoenix. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Biles hitting a fucking Phoenix. Taking down the Cyber Core. We have precisely fuck all in production. A Void Ray and a Phoenix. They're not going to carry the day. I think this army can completely destroy every building that Protoss has before this Phoenix can kill everything. Now here come the Mutas to shit all over this one lonely Void Ray. And look at this. This is the saddest thing ever. All around me are familiar faces. That's what I feel like when I see that. It's the saddest thing ever. Fucking 8 Mutas just completely diving on top of Immortal, shitting down its robotic throat. It's rough to see. Again, we're going to see another far too late GG out of the Mohawk because he is giving 0 fucks. He wants to watch all of the buildings destroyed. Mohawk, I'm pretty sure you're stream sniping, and if that's the case, bud, sorry about it. It's a tough loss. We ought to see GG here very, very soon. He's going to kill these last couple of cannons. Where is the Overseer? Again, no Overseer. 2 DTs can absolutely not clean this up in time. This is going to be well over. Hell, those Mutas might actually kill these 2 with just a ricochet shots. Maybe not. But this is over. I mean, he's really leaning on these 2 DTs. 13-2. That's a ton of kills, boys. Valiant effort. But this best of 3 has concluded, my friends. It's fucking over. Cyril, I don't know what you're trying to say, chat. Cereal? I don't know, but this is fucking over. Sorry about it, boys. Mohawk, it's time to GG. I love the fucking BM. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love it. But this is pretty rough. And there we see the GG, the good game, fellas. Nameless takes a best of 3, which was absolutely going to happen anyway. When you take a look at the fact that one guy is Platinum 3 and the other is Platinum 1, that is a huge difference.
Well played.
Hey guys, I love it. Great game. I love the best of 3. Well played and GG.
Yo, Mo, tell me one thing real quick. And this is not, underlying at all, being a dick. What do you find
Sounds like he's going to be a dick right now.
No, I'm genuinely not. I'm a good dude. Genuinely. What do you find hardest about playing as Zerg? Like,
Oh man,
besides
just numbers. Like, that's the thing, because Protoss always has a disadvantage in terms of like the numbers going up against Zerg, especially in the mid to late game. Late game is practically impossible. The moment I saw you had Mutalisk, I knew it was the late game, and yeah, no, it's serious, because the moment you start getting air units, and I haven't gotten Sky Toss, it's pretty much GG for me, man, because you have a lot of abilities to recap whatever you've lost, in my opinion. So whenever I'm trying to go up against that in the mid to late game, it's always a challenge, so that's why when I've taken stuff like cannon rushes out of my build and played proper, that was the biggest struggle I've had against Zerg, where I'm not able to stab you in the beginning, but have to take it to the mid and late.
Cannon
Mel,
rush every game all
there's
day.
a point there. I saw you were researching extended thermal lances. Did you think I was going into Hydra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, I'm genuinely like,
No, that was exactly what it was. I generally thought you were going into Hydra because I don't know. I kind of figured you would have seen my Immortals and you're like, oh, okay, roaches wouldn't do it.
Nah,
But then
the
you went
Spire.
mutas. So I was like, oh man, okay, should have gone air.
Do you guys want some shitty coaching from a terrible Diamond 2 player?
bro, I love poop coaching.
Sure,
Go ahead.
why not, man?
You guys want to watch this replay? We'll go through it real quick.
Yeah, I do.
Oh sure.
A little bit of after-action
and Mo,
wrap-up.
if you keep in touch with me over the next couple days, I'll get your Zerg percentage up, and that's not me being cocky. That's me
Dude, let's
saying,
practice, man. Like I like the way you play because
you have so much. You have so much arsenal that you're not using, and I don't play Protoss, but my real life buddy who got me playing Starcraft plays Protoss, so I know a good bit.
I'm a Protoss
you
main,
get this
Diamond
yeah,
2.
tell me
figured
what
out.
hurts you, man. That's good information for me.
Okay, so my perspective is
Two out of
going to be a
three.
little bit different because I cannon rush every Zerg, every game, or I at least fake
Fuck
it. Right? Exactly. Yes, that's why I do.
I got
Bro.
so much flack for doing that. No, I kid you
Yeah,
not.
no, they
I
will.
was, I was
They'll give you
starting off
flack.
and thinking to brand myself as like
Bro.
the Cannon Rush King, but then I was like, you know what? Too much flack for that. I'll
If
just play
I-
proper.
If I start to get cannon rush, bet I shut that shit down quick. I don't care if I lose mining time. I will pull six drones and send you back to your base.
See,
I'll
that's
see you in a minute.
that's exactly what my goal is. My goal is to get you to pull 6 or more drones. And then if I don't have to complete wall in for my cannons, then once I get as long of a drone pull as possible, I'll cancel everything.
No,
But-
yeah, that bait where you kind of run around with your probe and act like you're throwing down another one.
Yes.
If you pull the boys, you have to realize at the point where it's no longer a threat and this motherfucker's pointing with you. No,
Ooh, smart.
no, we're waiting for you for the replay.
Do you want to join this
Damn,
replay?
Sorry, man. I didn't see that. I was in the voice
You're all
chat
good, man. It's all
menu.
good. Let's start
I'm
this
ready.
off.
Yeah, listen, the extended thermal lances. Did you make an observer that game? Be honest. And if you did,
No,
you
I
make
didn't.
number one?
It was all based on your army comp and
Listen, bro.
anticipating.
You only use, I think, 1/4 of a chrono boost if you chrono out an observer. Bro, just use the other 3/4 of it and queue up an immortal immediately after. Like, that observer is like, it's gold, dude.
Okay, so let's break this down here. Good luck, have fun, Mo. I love it. You too, bro. Okay, so here's what I see right off the start again. Now, again, this is just my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. And I understand there's a ton of all-ins and fuckery that goes on at this elo in Platinum. But I would like to see just a big enough gap for a single Zealot. Now, here's why. I'll tell you why. For me, it's not just the fact that you can get your units in and out when you're ready to expand. It's the fact that the Zealot can go out and harass the Lings and they don't just get to fuck for free on your 2 gateways. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So, like, this gateway, or the Cyber Core, I don't even like to put the Cyber Core on the wall because they like to focus it and they don't have anything but Zealots after that.
Can I make a very quick suggestion? And I'll let you
Please.
finish talking.
Go
Consider
right
making
ahead.
a sentry in your first 2 units.
Oh, I've alternated between doing that and not doing that. I don't know. It depends on. I gotta admit, it depends on the build. Like this specific build is very reliant on a timing of like 4-3-6, where I send my Warp Prism into your base to drop in 4 Dark Templars
Like,
So,
and destroy a hat trick.
I like that.
coming right here.
I like
Let the
that.
streamer talk. Let the streamer talk.
Sorry, it's all good. I like that. I don't like not having the Zealot. At least outside here, doing fuck all. You could have got a Zealot out before this gateway. I mean, you had the money. I want to see at least 1 Zealot out, even if you're not going to full wall. But this is what you should have done off the beginning.
You mean as in like put in that zealot right there in the middle,
Yes,
holding the fort?
this style of wall, how you have just a little hole, so your Zealot can come out and harass the Zerglings as they're trying to knock down your Cybercore. Now this was great. You got You got the warp prism out in time. Fucking awesome. I love it. Now,
Oh
here's
my
what
God,
I
yeah,
don't like.
that was pretty clutch though. I was really worried at that point.
Sneaky motherfucker.
If he would have attacked the pylon first, he might have got it.
Hold it.
But
Time out.
okay,
At this
let's
point,
pause
I'm
it.
like, what is he trying to warp in here? And I'm like, oh, I have no fucking detection. Not again.
I saw it too. I called it out over the stream. I was like, no overseer again? Okay, so we see the warp prism coming across here, and we know he's going straight into the main, right? So honestly, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I would have liked to see you forego the Dark Shrine completely and warp in 4 Adepts.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Oh,
Now-
I never thought about that.
See, and here's why.
Actually, never thought about that.
Especially in Platinum, he's probably going to panic and throw down a support anyway, right? So that's already a probe in each mineral line that he's or I'm sorry, a drone in each mineral line that he's going to waste. On top of that, he's going to be looking for DTs or whatever kind of fuckery. So if you just drop down 4 Adepts, for one, you're going to save a shitload of gas. For 2, the Adepts are going to 2-shot a drone anyway. So if you have 4 Adepts, they're going to be one volleying a drone or 2 here or there. And again, so what you're going to do is you're going to drop them down. You're going to warp in 4. You're going to walk them over, and you're just going to right-click on drones. Don't even right-click on the army. Don't A move or nothing. You're just going to right-click on drones. Hit that that shade key. Mine's F because I rebound the key. So you're going to shade them into the natural right away. And then in the meantime, while you're waiting for the shade to finish, you're just going to right-click drones. And it doesn't matter if he's got 8 roaches shitting down their throats. Just keep right-clicking drones. And then by the time the shade finishes, you're going to be in the natural, and you just right-click some more drones and shade back into the main, and back and forth and back and forth. And at Platinum Elo, it is almost impossible for a lot of the Platinum players to deal with it.
I am practically face palming myself right now. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, I mean, it's
To be honest, I don't know why. I was just like, why did I think of that? Because I was thinking DTs, just
of course
sneaky ninjas.
the sneaky ninjas, bro, for sure. So this was awesome. You killed the spore right away.
If I would not have saw this original warp prism, and you wanted to go with the Adept, if you warped in 2 Adepts and came into my main and then ran 2 Adepts up around the side here,
Yeah.
maybe not me in particular, but there's Zergs out there that like panic. Dude, Adepts make me panic. That's why early game like that, I always put on some pressure. I try to keep you home as long as I can. Because if you hit me with early Adepts, it's a click of a mouse, dude. Like, if you split your army
This
wrong,
is
you
literally
lose.
some insight because I don't play Zerg at all, you know. So my
Well, we
understanding
can.
of Zerg is just like being on the receiving end of a roach rush. But hearing the fear of Adepts, I'm just like, oh really?
I want to disagree with one simple fact and for one reason. If he has 2 coming up here and 2 coming out here from the War Prism, now he has to micro both of those sets of Adepts. And if you're in this Elo, your micro's not
That's
strong.
true.
So let's maximize the efficiency. Again, this is why I only have 76 APM. Let's maximize the efficiency and use 4 Adepts to just shade back and forth as long as humanly possible. That's my opinion.
100% right.
I mean, if you're a Masters player, for sure, yeah, that's fucking optimal, right? Adepts hitting every fucking mineral line simultaneously. But let's just be real. I mean, we're not.
You're right. Especially early, like, you know, that attack with 4 Adepts just in one base could do a lot more damage than splitting them up and half-ass microing them and losing them before they should be. You're right.
But
You were 100% right, my dude.
that's all I wanted to talk about there, because that was the biggest thing that stood out to me was warping in the now if you're gonna warp in DTs, I'm all for it, but turn them bitches into do the hot pickups, right? So you want to be able to try and micro your warp prism so that when the DTs get spotted, the warp prism can pick them up. Now again, I know that's really hard in this Elo, right? Because your micro isn't great. But
Hey,
if
Mo,
you
are you still in the game? Keep
Oh,
talking.
I'm
I just
still
wanna
in
know
the
if you're
game, man.
oh
Okay.
Yeah,
oh I
yeah,
just left. Sorry
I
guys.
can see you chatting as well.
No, you're good. Streamer man, go ahead and keep talking. We're gonna go through slow on this replay with Mo, and I'm not gonna talk in between.
Hey,
I'm just gonna ping things.
I'm actually
Change.
about to
Keep
get
talking.
off, and I'm gonna head to bed, guys. But I hope I was able to shed a little bit of light from Diamond
That
2,
was
but
very useful information, man. I mean,
I'm
thanks
pretty
for going
terrible.
deep into my gameplay and just suggesting. Let's put it this way: it's definitely going to change the way I do things, without a
Adepts are
doubt.
king, man. Adepts are
But
king,
like,
all the way into masters.
yeah, it's true, dude. You know, I've seen a lot of, and you know, I'm a platinum league player. I'm not like, oh yeah, you do this, do that, do these, but I try to pick up good habits, even if it's out of my mechanic range. Like, I wouldn't be able to shade 6 adepts into different bases and shit. It sounds good, you're right, but adepts, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from the people I watch stream, consistency, unbiased opinion, adepts will get you to masters. Or, I mean, if your mechanics are shit, don't expect to get to masters. But the point being is, adepts are good if you know how to utilize them efficiently.
I liked
It's
everything
like,
that I saw after the early game, but the early game really fucked me up because no zealot in the wall. There was just
Yeah.
a full wall off, and then DTs instead of adepts. If you use adepts, you can get to adepts so much faster than DTs. It hits way harder.
you like that
Ah.
roach micro?
I like how you run away from my Dark Templars. It's like, ninjas getting you in the dark, man.
I try to in these games when they go heavy zealot, like I'll try to pull my weak roaches back and morph them into Ravengers when I know I'm winning the fight.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm gonna run. But if you guys want to stay in party and chat and check out the games, that's cool, man. But I'm gonna send you the $25 for the grand prize here, and I appreciate you guys letting me cast this, man. I try to contribute to the community as much as possible. So if anybody else out there has a grudge match or wants to pick a fight and call somebody else a cunt, whatever you want to do, let me know, and I'll be happy to cast it, and I'll throw out a couple of bucks there for a prize. So.
How about grudge
Hey,
rematches? Is that possible?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Before you leave, I want to do the honorable thing. I offered to pay $10 and donate to get somebody to cast. You told me you would pay 25 for the winner, no
Yep.
charge. Oh, send me your PayPal, and I'm gonna send you $12.50. We each get $12.50 for our participation. And if you would like
Awesome.
to bet that,
Oh, you don't have to do that, man. But I appreciate the sentiment, though.
I know I don't have to do it. Nobody has to give anybody money for free.
I'm sending it regardless, whether he wants it or not. It's gonna hit his account. If he declines it, then that's on him.
Yeah, that's. I'll send you my PayPal. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna give you a subscribe on that Twitch too.
Hey, I
It's many
appreciate it,
things.
man. I love to do these
Actually,
games.
I do have a Twitch Prime account. I think I'll drop you a sub as
Ooh.
well.
Oh, good lord. Oh yes, do it. Do this dirty
Hey,
things.
hey Mo.
Yo.
Sorry, this isn't stream related or anything. Hold on.
Well, we'll just save it for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I appreciate the games, guys. Y'all have a good game and good night. I appreciate y'all coming in.
Peace out.